Yeah, yeah. Because I was thinking, so what is it that I got out of the pilot group, and how has it changed my practice? And what help has it given to me? And kind of started to think, oh, but one thing though is maybe was that I I need to first accept how things are right now in the present moment to be able to then maybe take an action that is needed. That was such an important learning for me. And that's actually the base for anything I will do ever. Is absolutely is required. Just the starting point, really.
But it brings it back to like each time by, I think the contemplation and exploration around it helps to get into that space where it's easier to then implement it in daily life.
It's so true. It's almost like a platform where I can be myself and don't need to pretend anything, and almost like build up the muscles to face life or face my daily life, whatever challenges I'm facing or whatever action I need to take. Yeah, it's a very good ground for that, and talking with you and the other participants is so valuable.
So I would love to welcome Satu. Satu and I know each other for many, many years. But more recently, I invited Satu to join me for the pilots I run, which in the end led to the EMRACE movement, and in this case specifically to the EMRACE Your Essence group program. So now it's a 7-week program that I will be running in August for the pioneers that will join. And I'm delighted to talk to Satu, who was part of the pilot, for her to share her experiences, her insights, her take on it all.
Thanks, Tessa. It was such an honor joining your pilot program, and which has developed now to Embrace Your Essence. It's so beautiful. It did help that I knew you. We known each other for years, so I knew it's going to be something real. And no pretend, no lying, nothing like that. Yeah, from the start, from the program, I felt I can share whatever is there. Like one time I was crying because our friend died. One time I was miserable because something went wrong in my life and I wanted the life being different. But then also this excitement and the connection I felt with you and the other participants is very encouraging. And overall, your program, the pilot program, they really provided me a platform to be what is there at that moment and foster what can be. And kind of think what I can do rather than just look at the back in the past and how I want the present to be different. Is really to sit in with the present and just whatever comes up in a safe environment. Yeah, that was a starting point for me, Tessa.
Yeah, so again, thank you so much for joining that. And I'm just curious, as I said, we know each other for a long time and we've practiced healing together. We have spent time as friends together. And we have seen each other's journeys. And I know one of your journeys as well being like, diving into somatic embodiment, healing, coaching. And as I said, this pilot program, I specifically developed this program, the Embrace Your Essence program, for people who serve others, whether they being coaches or healers, conscious leaders, changemakers, because I believe that as people who serve others, we sometimes, or maybe even often, neglect our own needs. and that tending to our own healing is paramount to be able to serve others as best as we can. Is there anything you can share about that, how that has been for you on that program?
A brilliant question, Tessa. Yeah, it's such a good question, because most of the time, dear Vimal, who I also follow and whose courses I do, your courses actually complement that very nicely. It has happened more than once that the topics I've been discussing during the day, then with dear Vimal or with his students, then I discuss those with you as well. It's amazing. Anyway, so he has mentioned to me that I'm not there. I make the other everything. So it could be what you're saying about being a healer or coaching other people. I just put the emphasis on the other person completely, and I forget myself. What I'm then broadcasting, I'm broadcasting, I'm not here, I'm not important, and I'm going to broadcast that to other people. You're not important either. Unconsciously, we will do it, and people will pick it up by our body language or whatever is part of our body. So what you're doing is very important, is actually drawing the attention back to me. I'm here too. And if I'm not here, I have nothing to give to other people. I cannot be serving to other people. So you're creating that space, and then I can look at myself. Wow, okay, this is what I'm going through. This is what is there in a safe space. And that I like. And also, if I share something, it doesn't just end there with my sharing. You actually have a lot to comment on that, which I find very useful. Because if I'm just saying something and I don't get any feedback, that's going to probably slow down my progress, my growth. But I find it very helpful when you comment something based on the experience, the studies and meditation, or the practices you've done, drawing from that, hearing me, and then commenting on that. I find it accelerates my growth, personal growth, and therefore is also a benefit for others.
Yeah, and I think that's beautiful. Thanks for sharing, because I think that's the real essence of the program, right? That it's your healing, your growth as part of a community as well, really is the seed again to help others grow again and heal as well, right? As you say, like by you being present within yourself, by you being practicing self-compassion, it becomes so much easier and so much more profound in what you can give to others too. So you mentioned it already a little bit. So can you say a little bit about how you experienced the structure of the program you like? As you know, the structure was partly consisted of receiving emails with a specific team and a short video with an explanation of the team and some specific practices around it. And then we would have a guidance session where we would explore the team, where you would have a chance to exchange with the other participants, do maybe a specific awareness or meditation practice, and also receive some guidance from me. So can you say a little bit about how that structure was for you, maybe which elements you either enjoyed most or maybe you enjoyed different ones at different times, but just a little bit about how that was for you.
I gotta say, I really enjoyed you sent in emails in advance, and this might be the topic for the coming up session, and then having your video there. So I've seeing you and hearing you and the topic, it really would have set me and my body, my brain in a nice and right way towards the session. And then during the session, whatever rose up, it was great to share that with everybody and learning from everybody too. On my own, I probably wouldn't have got these realizations I got with you and with the other participants. So that was really important. And also having the opportunity to listen to the recordings in case I was unable to attend or just part of the session. Yeah, well, I think the structure is great. It really is great because it has the element I'm engaging myself, I'm engaging with other people, with you and the other participants, but I'm also hearing the videos and then also the guidance you gave during the sessions. I think that all was just quite perfectly designed.
Thank you. Yeah. I think, sometimes people wonder, so especially when they're already an established coach or healer, or, they in a way, they are good in what they do, right? They're good at serving others. So there might be that question so why would you do this course, right? Why would you do this program? I am very clear. I did this program. It's a 7-week program. It is a deep dive program to establish, if you like, a path to soul-aligned living and leading. Yet I'm very clear, it's not a real A to B. It's not like you're a beginner at the beginning and you're a master at the end and that's it, right? And at the same time, there's obviously with the modules within this course, there is a certain growth and deepening of the practice. But because it's aimed as people who are already serving others, and it's not teaching you how to serve others as such, yet it's a deepening of your own practice. Why would you say, as an established, if you like, server of others, why would you do this course? Why would you do this program?
I think is for me, what is important is that we're learning together. We're changing ideas, realizations, and it just helps me to get to a space which is hard to reach on your own. We actually do need the other. We do need a community of whatever circle it is to get probed, inspired, and just help with the personal growth. On our own is quite difficult to do that. Well, with the people outside of EMRACE Your Essence community, yes, it's still learning, but I'm responsible for my personal learning as well. And I think that's what you offer. And it's almost like I can get stuck with my ideas and the way I think the learning I got so far. So I find it very useful to hearing what you say and what the other participants say. Extremely helpful. It helps me in my daily practice and it helps me to also how I interact with other people.
Did you feel that the sessions, especially with guidance during the session, to feel that was space being held for you to do that?
Your sharings are pretty amazing. You share a lot in a short period of time. But I think everybody is capable of taking it in because we have all our different backgrounds and have kind of touched upon meditation, whatever it is, or holding ourselves, whatever it is. So we can take it, and that's what people find valuable. I would say, me too. And hearing what you say is like, wow, I actually was thinking about that 2 days ago. Oh, that was discussed during the sessions I had earlier today. This is amazing. It's another angle. It's really, okay, I gotta hear this message, obviously. There's a reason why I'm hearing it. Yeah, I find it very useful. Because if the participant sharings are important too, but if it didn't follow up with your commentary, the value of the sessions wouldn't be that good because we can be ranting at any Facebook website, whatever. So it's very valuable what you say, and you say a lot of good things. I gotta say, amazing things, and you're good at talking. Yeah, it just flows beautifully. You're amazing, Tessa. You're amazing what you do. I gotta say, you really are.
Thank you. And Was there anything, like, as I said, I know you have been practicing for years, and I admire your path and your growth. And yet, as I said, this course, would you say, has there been any specific either challenges or problems that you have been facing, maybe, that have changed specifically throughout this course because of this program, if you like, that if you look at when you started the program and when we finished, like anything specifically that may have actually changed because of the program?
I guess the biggest learning for me is that I can design whatever I want to offer, or I can offer. There's about a lot of potential in me, and I'm kind of unlocking it at the moment. To see what you do and what the other participants do is extremely inspiring. It's almost like detecting areas that I haven't seen before. I can do this actually. I can give this to community, to people around me, even people who I don't know. It's almost unlimited. It's a change of the mindset, change of the beliefs, and getting to a space where anything can happen. And I have capacity, and everybody else do as well. It's amazing turnaround, actually.
Yeah, I love that. And if I may kind of link that to some of the themes that we obviously addressed, like saying this, being open to like anything can happen, anything is possible, I would kind of link that to the theme of trust and surrender, and what you're saying around really seeing your potential and what and how you can bring your gifts to the world, kind of linking that to finding your soul purpose, which is also one of the modules we did. And I think this is again important for me, that although the program has these specific modules, that in the end, it's really your way of being and your way of living, your way of serving others that comes to expression from these models.
And one thing that I may add about serving others, while it feels like or may sound is such a selfless act. No, it's not. I'm actually very selfish, because that's the expression of me at the same time. That's what I want to do. I get as much as I give. So that's one my takeaway from your pilot course as well. And I cannot wait to do the actual program, and cannot wait to have other people to join as well and recommend that to others. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much. And one thing I want to say, it's certainly, and that comes back to that thing that in the end, there is no giving or receiving, but it's when you're in that space, then, for instance, there is no self-compassion, because the compassion always includes you and the other. And it's the same with that serving. And that's why, as I said, for me, I think it's so important that people who serve others don't neglect their own needs, because in the end, meeting their needs is meeting the other, is meeting the other person's needs as well. Because when you're serving, you're in a space of service for you and the other. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm so delighted you're part of the community, you're part of in my life. I'm very grateful for that. I'm really grateful you accepted my invitation to be part of the pilot and to help the growing development, the emerging of the Embrace Your Essence. And I'm really grateful that you're continuing to be part of the Embrace movement and community.
Thank you, Tessa. It's a kind of evolution. When we get to that point, it's not only about me. It's beautiful. Like you said, we're serving the others. But to be able to serve others, I need to be there too, and experience the personal growth.